Bert, I want to talk to you about the all-important purpose of the operation. You heard it directly from the lips of Dave LeBeau.
When we were on the second day at the hotel room, I was asking Dave, like, what's the overall purpose of what we're doing? What's the final objective here? And Dave said, you know, we want to make Marty's life living hell, quote unquote. And then some of the other, like I said, I'm sure if it was Richard or Joanne, but I know that they were saying that they wanted to run you out of any town that you moved into.
So in other words, when they get me out of here, they're going to pursue me further?
Absolutely. I mean, it's obvious that they're set on just making your life miserable hell, obviously. But they just said that they wanted to make it so bad for you and your neighbors that your neighbors will ask you to leave, that no one would lease to you, rent to you, or anything because you're carrying all this baggage. They wanted to create baggage that no one wanted to deal with, and that was their objective. And obviously with everything, you know, me coming forward and all the support you're getting from your neighbors, I mean, it's obvious that that is not working. I think it's the complete opposite.
I got you. So Dave LeBeau is a licensed investigator in Los Angeles who's been around here and said to some people that he's a licensed investigator from Los Angeles, working for a lawyer in Los Angeles by the name of Elliot Abelson.
Oh, really?
Elliot Abelson cut his teeth working for pornographers back in the days when it was illegal, and he worked essentially for the Mafia, and now he's working for a new Mafia in the Church of Scientology. But Dave LeBeau has been going around telling people that he's doing investigations into all these alleged things that I've done, like moving stolen interstate property. I mean, he just goes through this whole laundry list. But Dave LeBeau never talked to you about finding out anything about me, did he?
No, he just said when I got his restricted phone call that it was just a reality TV show, kind of like Mythbusters, but Squirrel Busters, and it'd be like ongoing episodes of just, you know, reality situations of a public person like you. And
right, but then you got suspicious after a couple of days, and you asked him about the purposes, which you just told
him.
Right, exactly. Drive him out of town, make his life. But he didn't say anything about finding out something about him.
Right.
He didn't say anything about investigating. See, he's an investigator. That's what he gets paid for.
Right, right.
So there was no evidence whatsoever that Dave LeBeau wanted to find out a single thing about me except where I was every single moment of the day so that I could be ambushed.
Right. I mean, they used the word documentary like once in the very beginning, like when we were at Pier 99, you know. Because I asked him, I said, you know, well, who are we working for? And he says, I'm not a Scientologist.
Dave LeBeau said.
Yeah, and my wife and my daughter.
Well, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. You know, he will tell other people that he is.
Right, exactly.
Because he wants to keep the gravy train coming. So he tells them that he is. But let me tell you, that is not the conduct of a Scientologist. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he just was just very misleading and just, you know, I was kind of just, you know, really kind of took the wind out of my sail. You know, here I'm thinking, you know, after my back surgery, you know, I might have a chance to shoot some reality TV, get back on my feet. And then he makes all these big promises that he's going to help me with my documentary that I have. And he has like long-term work. He has work in Dallas. He has work in Austin. All by tracking you.
Right.
Because he said we follow him everywhere he goes. We follow him so we can keep you busy here and here. And then, like I said, on the second or third day, me and my wife were just like, you know, this is ridiculous. This is just, I mean, Dave LeBeau just, first of all, he lied to me about his name, saying it was Stoddard and then it was LeBeau, and, you know, never said anything about private investigators. And when I'm going back, when he said that he was not a Scientologist, but he was hired by the church to do video production, and that they weren't Scientologists. And then find out, you know, that obviously Richard, and then Joanne, and then, what was Norman's name?
Jim Moore.
Jim Moore, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were just, you know, I guess the top people, you know, to get you to answer questions. All they wanted you to do is come out and answer questions. They said that's all. He's never going to answer our questions.
Right, well, they didn't want any answers to their questions.
Exactly. Right. So, you know, and that stuff is, I mean, I'm just an average Joe video guy trying to make a living, and I get stuck in the middle of this, and it just apparent from just like my opinion. I mean, this is just my opinion that, like I said, I've shot documentaries before, and it's just a smear campaign on you to just run you out of town. I mean, it's just obvious what they do, and I just don't see how they have been able to get along with it for so long. And like we had discussed, why in the heck would they just hire an average video guy to get in this inner circle of, you know, some really, really deep stuff, and then, you know, just send me about my way?
Yeah,
I mean,
well, if you understood the quality of the personnel that they've chosen, the Joanne Wheaton, the Richard Hurst, and the other clowns that they've circled through here, you'd understand the desperation level. David Miscavige is a desperate man, and David LeBeau is an extension of that desperation. So to me, it's not that big of a mystery. They want to shut me up by any means necessary, obviously, and you know, thanks to people like you, honest people, I guess they're going to have a difficulty doing that, and I really truly appreciate you coming forward.
Well, Marty, I appreciate you listening to my story. Thank you.